I'm in the breaking news center right now as we are following the search for 7 Americans who went missing while on a 4th of July fishing trip. If you are tired of waiting in long lines at the grocery store, a new device is here to help. It's called a Scan It. Singer Beyonce surprised a group of kids in the New York area. You can imagine their reaction. Breaking news right now, Parma police are investigating a shooting involving a Cleveland police officer. News Channel 5's Justin Michaels is on the scene right now. Anthony Sowell murder trial has reached week 2 of the jury selection process. So far, more than 200 people have been interviewed.
I can't say that I really knew what I was signing up for when I took this job a year and a half ago.
Some hospital patients are getting a unique kind of therapy. They're getting help from therapy dogs, and now the doggy doctors have gone high-tech. A groundbreaking ceremony for Habitat for Humanity is happening today in Twinsburg at 10 o'clock this morning. It's outside, of course. They're going to be out there with the shovels. And Christine, how's the forecast looking? Perfect. A lot of comments here. Catherine says, what a shame. Ohio is rich in Indian culture. They should be remembered and kept as a strong symbol.
Stop right here and send it back inside. But when you fix it up yourself and do the work on it, it's pretty impressive stuff.
Some college graduates just celebrated a very special class reunion. Cornell University hosted its first ever 80-year reunion. Casey Anthony's defense team has rested its case. She was asked by the judge if she made her decision not to testify freely and voluntarily. The most eligible bachelor of the year, according to Cosmo, is right here in Cleveland. It's not Pete.
Wow.
He's 30-year-old Ryan Mickey McLean. Here's his picture, courtesy of Cosmo.
Your computer's open no picture of him.
Yeah,
right now,
I just happen to have a picture of him here on my computer. No big deal. You know, it was tough to see Grady Sizemore miss 2 catchable balls. It could have made the difference between, winning and losing the game. I looked it up to see if he could pull a Josh Hamilton, to see if he could blame it on his eyes.
Blue eyes?
He has brown eyes, so can't blame it on that. But when it comes to food, Americans may be unable to stop. Doctors now know why we eat hundreds more calories a day than we did 30 years ago. Breaking overnight, an earthquake struck New Zealand's North Island. So far, there are no reports of damage or injuries. The earthquake had a magnitude of 5.3. We'll, of course, continue to monitor this story throughout the morning as new information comes into our newsroom. For now, let's go back to the desk and Pete. Yeah, certainly a very fluid situation, and we don't know a lot. We're getting information into the newsroom as we speak. We've got crews all over the place. You just heard from News Channel 5's Paul Kiska. We do have a photographer, Paul Brest, that we're trying to get on the phone. We will talk to him as soon as we can. But as far as we know at this point, again, the Brook Park Police, they've been called to NASA Glenn Research Center. We've gotten reports that there's a gunman inside the whole facility on lockdown this morning. Cleveland couple stands accused of keeping a local teen as a sex slave and infecting her with HIV. 28-year-old Richard Morris and his wife, 23-year-old Trenace Morris, are charged with the kidnapping and rape of the 15-year-old. Prosecutors say Richard met the teen online. The victim lived in the couple's West 47th Street home with their 6 children. At one point, prosecutors say Morris, who has HIV, got the girl pregnant and arranged for an abortion. All right, well, it is, of course, the Independence Day holiday weekend, and happening in the city of Independence this evening. They're going to have a fireworks display at Elmwood Park starting at dusk. So, Christine, how's the forecast looking for the Independence Day holiday? He told the New York Times that the judge made him the human pinata of Wall Street, saying he felt the judge has zero understanding of the industry. The 73-year-old Madoff also said that he's surprised the judge didn't suggest stoning in the public square as proper punishment. Madoff pleaded guilty to a massive Ponzi scheme in 2009. He is serving a 150-year sentence. Americans eat too much salt, and most of it comes from restaurants and processed foods. Some companies are lowering the salt content in popular products like ketchup. But Consumer Reports say if you really want to cut back, you need to be a salt-savvy shopper. News Channel 5's Alicia Booth shows us how. Keep in mind that extra sodium can hide in dressings or sauces, so ask for those on the side. You can find links about shaking sodium from your diet on our website, newsnet5.com. Okay, Christine is here, and our weather headline for today, hot, hazy, humid. Yes. If your child misses too much school, you could be charged with a crime. In Baltimore, about a dozen parents have been sentenced for children's truancy for their kids missing school. Some have even gone to jail. And it's not just in Maryland. Florida and Texas already have similar laws on the books. And one Michigan prosecutor wants an ordinance passed to send parents who miss parent-teacher conferences to jail for 3 days. So this is our hot topic on Facebook and Twitter. and we want to know what you think about it. What if the parents work too much and have faith that their kids are going to school, which is interesting because in one of these cases in Baltimore, one of the parents actually took the child to the bus stop every day and had faith that the child was going to school, but he wasn't. So in that case, what do you do? People that are maybe opposed to it say students, they can't control which students come into their classroom, and there are a lot of things that go into play when you talk about how well a student performs. Maybe there's something going on at the home that the student can't concentrate on the work and that they have no control over it. So you're getting both sides there.